Hello collective, how are we? Welcome to White Crow Tarot. Welcome back OGs. Welcome guys, all signs, whoever you are. This message is for you. Guys, we're doing things a little differently. This is a look at your energy for the end of January. Moving into February. I want to thank you all who participated on my poll. I was surprised to see that, well, not surprised, I should say I guess surprised only to see that the areas you guys wanted to address the most on the channel was actually the area I thought the least of you would want to see, which is shadow work and spirit guided messages. So, what I've decided to do is break this reading down into 4 parts. Because we are moving into new energy, and 4 parts is the medicine wheel, 4 parts is the part of fortune, 4 parts is the area we have to, whichever area we choose to address, we have to address them all at some point. So, we're going to start with spirit guided messages. Then we're going to move into shadow work. We're going to follow up with career and finance, and finally end on love messages. All the timestamps for this reading will be included down below in the description. If you are new here, welcome. Guys, be sure to leave your likes, good loving energy on the video. Help me reach those that this message needs to reach at this time especially. This is a collective reading and this is a general reading, so of course not everything will resonate with you. And for those of you who just need specific messages at this time, then please see the timestamps that are down below. And I hope there is a message in here for you. I hope there's a good message in here for you as well. We're doing some deep work today, so just bear with. As my subscribers know, we get pretty deep around here. Alright guys, I am going to clear the energy. Thank you all for your patience with me over the past few weeks. We've got a busy month ahead of us, and I have needed to catch up on some much needed rest, and in light of a lot of happenings going on in my life. So, and I'm choosing that for myself, but I'm also choosing that for the channel as well, guys, and I think it's also collectively what I feel like we're all doing. We are moving and stepping into a time when we're trying to work smarter, not harder. We're not trying to stress our minds and our bodies for a payout anymore. It's not worth it ultimately. And guys, as you know, I appreciate all of you who have supported this channel over the last year. I hope you guys will continue to help me see this channel grow so that I can read for you more often. That is my goal for 2020. You guys can help. Thank you for all the wonderful ways that you have contributed to the channel. Things as simple as a like go a very, very long way. So, thank you. Alright guys. I'm going to clear the energy and then please see whatever section or that you're drawn to at this time, or stay through to the whole reading. Something in here could be for you. Alright, I'm going to give 3 clicks of the bells. If you're wearing headphones, I suggest either turning the volume down just a little bit or taking them off completely, because I do not want to hurt your ears. If you would like to participate with me, take a deep breath in your nose. and release quickly out your mouth. Breathe out that energy. 2 more. Last one. My guides are so funny. Spirit's like, no, we needed a 4th knock. 4th knock. Alright guys, stay tuned and I will see you at your reading. Hi guys, welcome to your reading. This is your spirit guide messages. And before we begin, I want you to imagine that you're stepping into a medicine wheel. When we step into the medicine wheel, we approach from the east. From the east, we learn our first lessons. We figure out what we're here for. Then we move into the south. This is where we learn things from our past, where we get our first inspirations, what lessons we also find out we're reliving. In the west, what is the west? The west is where I think we determine where we're for the future, where we want to go. And the north is wrapping up those cycles. I'll double check that. It kind of just escaped my mind right as I was explaining it to you. But that's kind of also the way I was being shown it as I was channeling that message for you. I kind of feel like many of you are letting go of a lot of things that no longer serve you. You are, whether that's relationships, jobs, things, the same old that you've been doing doesn't serve you anymore. And I think you're ready for something new. You feel an ascension happening within you. You're just not interested in what you used to be interested in. The same old doesn't do it for you anymore. You know that there's something grander, greater, though you may not have the words to describe it. Or some of you do. Some of you are very woke to this. You're just here for insight, in which case, please drop me your comments. Help educate, help spread awareness for the community that is waking up, okay? If you're a light worker, if you're a fellow tarot reader, if you're a starseed, whoever you are, spread love and light, but also spread that fuck you, because guys, we need that just as much as we do the light. In order to step into our power, in order to step into this ascension, we also have to know how to protect ourselves. We have to know how to not be bullied, because this is one of the most fragile spaces that there is. And when you step out, what I feel the collective doing right now, this breakage from the old, it creates a lot of chaos. It creates a lot of uproar, right? Because it's essentially an awakening. It's a spiritual rebirth. And your friends and family, co-workers, colleagues are going to look at you like you're crazy. What are you doing? Those who are not awake yet. There are many of you who are doing the daily grind. You are ascended masters in your own right, and you don't even know it. You're not awake yet. It's okay. And then there's those of you who have already stepped into your mission. You are in that process of expanding your conscious awareness, and you know who you are. Thank you for coming to here. All right, let's get starseed messages for you. Guide, spirits, and benevolent beings. Let's paint a clear and accurate story for the collective. For my starseeds and light workers. My Blu-ray light workers. Following Sophia. If you know, you know. What are the messages, please? Thank you. Yes, empathic starseed. You feel the shift. You feel the shift happening. It's a lot of turmoil. It's a lot of chaos. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So right now, collective, you are feeling, whether it's you or it's those around you, you're feeling the shift of the resistance. It's a resistance. When something is changing, all the energetic forces that are the dark forces or whatever, the dark energy tries to latch on like an energy vampire, basically. And even people who I don't like to use the term or the lingo that suggests that it's not something to get up in your head about, like ego attachment. But it is it's necessary to have boundaries, is what I feel the need to say. It's like, as you step into your power, you do so from a loving place, but you have to be willing to not to sacrifice yourself either. You have to know when people are being a drain on your energy. You have to know how to protect your energy. That means you have to know how to say no. And this is kind of that love, light, and fuck you message that I channeled for Capricorn the other day. We have messages, please. Yeah. Surrender to sweetness. Surrender to the sweetness, collective. Venus energy, pure joy. Make love to life. Make love to life. Some of you are going to be finding new spiritual unions here soon. You're going to find, I feel the need to say, you're going to find soul family, tribe, your love language. For those of you who've been separation for a while, I do sense separation. You're coming in, you probably dreamt about these people. I'm seeing dreams. A lot of people are occupying the astral realm at this time. You're having weird dreams at this time. You may have even dreamt of aliens or maybe even having love affairs with aliens. I know I have, and I know I'm not the only one to say that on this channel. But anyway, yeah, having interesting dreams. And I keep also getting references to like Arab or somewhere in the Middle East, the desert. I'm also, and I feel like very chic, you know what I mean? It's that era. I don't know if I'm the only one, but it's been coming through my dreams here lately, and I'm like, what is that? What's going on? Stop. But it's like your long lost lover is looking for you, that kind of thing. And I'm like, oh God, you know. Anyway, that's what I feel like's coming through here. Surrender to the sweetness, and when you know, you know. You're dreaming about your person, though, for sure, in the astral. Hello. Too much, Spirit. Way too much. One card, please. Final card here. Fear jumper. Thank you. Okay, yeah. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms. Density, addiction, let God in. This is what some of you are releasing right now. You're learning how to let go of what no longer serves you. You're also disconnecting from those past relationships that no longer serve you. And some of us have been inundated in the matrix for so long that we are actually addicted. We are addicted to maintaining an image, to maintaining that look, right? I'm not saying give it up. What I'm saying is learn to have moderation. Learn to go within for the answers that you need, because that is where you're ultimately going to find your true happiness and inner calling and peace. It's not outside of you. Loosen your grip. Some of you are afraid to let go, and I understand, because you don't know where you're going yet. That's a part of entering the medicine wheel. We're also getting ready to do our shadow work. And that's next, by the way. So if you're doing shadow work at this time, collective, I highly recommend you stay tuned for the second portion of the reading. This is your oracle card message. I want to see who's working with you at this time. Let's get an overall, please, for the reading. Who's working with the collective at this time, please, Spirit? Thank you. We have, yeah, right, oh my God. We have the Sun, Archangel Uriel. Beautiful. Now, speaking of Uriel, Uriel is also technically the Emperor. Or rules the Emperor card, I say, but Archangel Uriel is telling you life is wonderful. Thrive through the power of positive thinking and inspiring success. Many of you are coming into success, especially the month of February. This is going to be a great month for the collective. And I know you guys have been seeing the readings and you've been seeing the signs, and there's a lot of truth to it. A lot of you guys are hitting it big, hitting the jackpot, doing everything that the sun implies, right? But this is also telling you where to focus. Keep your intentions high, keep your vibes up. Do your positive aspects, because you're manifesting. With the Magician under here, Archangel Raziel. Some of you have also gone through heavy loss, by the way. You could have Leo or Gemini in your chart. Gemini, Virgo, Scorpio also I consider with the Magician. You can manifest the life you want. What you need will magically appear. Successful beginnings. All this talk of success, but also being a co-creator with Spirit. Being the Magician requires you to be the co-creator with Spirit. It also requires you to be the single catalyst of change in your own life. Because ultimately, you're not doing this for anyone else. Okay? You're not doing this for anyone else, collective. I think you know that. 19 and 1. You could be seeing those numbers a lot. 191 or 911. 911 could be significant to someone. Okay? To several of you, of course. The Sun and the Magician. Alright. Alright guys, let's read your oracles. This is predominantly the oracle section of the reading. Interesting. We have Show Love and Compassion, Angel of Mount Shasta. Some of you have either recently been to Mount Shasta or you want to go to Mount Shasta. You want to go to the ley lines. You want to go to the healing grids on planet Earth, Mount Shasta, Sedona, Florida. You want to go to the pyramids. You want to go to all these different places, where these healing energies are. Where the past is for you is what I feel like. And just being around Mount Shasta, being in the energy. Make sure you take an offering, by the way. Take a gift from Mount Shasta. If you know, you know. You know who you are. Okay, take a gift. I felt the need to say. Anyway, Angel of Mount Shasta. Let's read that card, shall we? I do love to read you guys these cards. And we will be doing a lot of reading, so hey. Alright. Express unconditional love. Unconditional love. It may be difficult to show compassion under pressure, but you will be glad you did. Hold that vibration until others raise theirs to meet it. I love that. It's not about lowering yourself to meet the expectation of others. It's about raising yourself to allow others to meet you. Collective. No more dimming your light for the ego and pride or uncomfortability or the sensitivity of others. It's time to wake up. Okay? Mount Shasta is a temple of initiation. In the tradition of the ancient mystery schools, a temple without walls. This special mountain is located in Northern California. It is full of dimensional doorways and portals. Sightings of spaceships and psychic phenomena are commonplace here. Many have witnessed the appearance of angels or had contact with a civilization of light beings living under the mountain. The Dalai Lama has referred to it as a holy mountain. Once you experience the profound peace and love of the presence of an angel, you will be changed forever. Some of you will be doing a lot of traveling this year. And some of you could also be born on the 7th of any given month. I myself am. That's not necessarily relevant. I'm just happened to notice. 7 could be a life path number for many of you. Alright, guys. Your light worker oracle cards. We have number 13, trust in the plan. Trust in the plan. And you also have number 28, Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. And this is giving me a lot of garden in the gate energy. It's about coming outside of your comfort zone. Archangel Raphael rules the heart chakra. Okay? And 13 here could be Azrael or Raziel. Either way, let's read. There are heavy changes shifting in your realities at this time. Trust in the plan. Meditation, I want to say, is also good for you at this time. Heavy meditation. In preparation for radical growth, there can be temporary disorder and chaos. Whilst the mind may worry that something is going wrong, the spirit knows that this is a way for the old to disassemble so the new can be formed. Although you may feel out of control during such times, you do not need to resist the process. There is no need to attempt to impose your own sense of order upon the greater plan. Don't force it. Like I say, release, let go. Let go your control. You do not need to seek solutions, for there is no problem here in need of solving. What has been is being cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life. Have faith. All is well. Do not fear. You may see the life you have known appears to be ending. You may find that the things you used to do or the way you used to do them or think no longer seem as relevant as they once were. You may feel your relationships and friendships are changing. Some may even be ending. Perhaps you find you no longer have the energy or motivation to keep certain relationships going in your life. However, your energy is meant to be withdrawing from what it once supported. This is not an abandonment or betrayal. It is not selfish. It is honest. When you trust in your spiritual growth, all that happens is love. That means that even an apparent loss always serves love, whether that is immediately obvious or not. it is sometimes necessary for both parties to become free to live their true destiny. Wow, isn't that the truth? Some people, some relationships were only meant to be in your life for a season, not forever. And they were meant to teach you those lessons. And believe it or not, your awakening collective, however that's happening for you, is actually triggering the awakening in others. It's all a ripple effect. It's kind of a domino effect. The domino effect is really what I feel going on here. It happens to one, and eventually it will happen to them all. Okay? So, no fear. What you're healing in yourself too is what you came here to do. It's what you came here to do in the first place. So it had to happen this way, in other words. That's for someone. Master Hilarion and Angel Raphael. Part of your divine purpose is to develop the power of your mind and use it for healing purposes. If you change your mind, you can change your world. Guidance and healing inspiration can come to you daily, helping improve your own life and the lives of others. Healing and opening the mind to new realities and possibilities are the gifts of the Ascended Master Hilarion and Archangel Raphael. The mind of a light worker needs spiritual light, information, understanding, and wisdom. In the same way that the human bodies need food, water, and clean air. Drink more water, guys, by the way. Lots of it. The hunger for wisdom can push you to seek knowledge, and this can be a healthy impulse. However, if you love knowledge so much that you keep seeking without taking time to digest, integrate, and apply what you have learned, you may end up confused or mentally exhausted. If you are forgetful, stressed, mentally fatigued, or plotting when you are usually bright, you need some mental timeout. Guys, don't be afraid to rest at this time. If you have to rest, rest. If you need to sleep, sleep. Okay? Don't force yourselves to consume all the information you feel like you have to consume and apply yourself. And then feel drained because you feel like you've got to crush. I think I said that in the intro. Like, I'm not working harder anymore on my channel. Alright? I'm not doing it. It's too much of a drain on me. I'm going to show up. I'm going to put my best self forward into my readings, which I do anyway, but it's about not draining myself for you. Because there has to be an equal give and take here, right? Excuse you, Rowan. Thank you. There has to be an equal give and take energetically. If I'm too tired to deliver the message, then it's going to fall on deaf ears, right? Thank you, Rowan. Bless you. Anyway. Guys, don't drain yourselves. That's what I felt the need to say. Rest. And don't start something and not finish it. Okay? It's a learning curve you're going on right now. It could even be a steep incline, but as you go, don't not apply what you're learning. Take the time to actually apply what you're learning. Practice makes perfect unless you don't practice at all. Or practice imperfectly, right? Collective. This was your starseed message. I hope something in here served you. Please let me know down in the comments. And I will see you either in the next portions of the readings, or I will see you for what's next week. What is next week? I'll figure it out. I think it's general love, but you didn't hear that. Anyway, love and light to you. See you soon. Welcome. For those of you who chose this section, this is for your shadow work and spirit messages. Welcome in. Guys, remember to leave your good loving energy on the channel. Thank you for every way that you support White Crow Tarot and myself. I was actually really surprised by you guys. This was the most requested energy at this time that you guys were needing help with. Thank you for those of you who did participate on my community poll. I really do appreciate that. And I thought it was an interesting topic for us to kind of cover on the channel. This will be, obviously, it's a collective reading, so it will be more of an overview for many of you. Not everything will resonate with you. But I wanted to kind of lay some ground rules before we actually get started. The shadow work energy can be uncomfortable. I am using, when I say uncomfortable, and what I mean is the deepest part of our shadow work, why we do it, is because we're recognizing how to release the ego within ourselves. It's not about anyone else. It's about us. And it's about holding ourselves accountable for how we work and co-create with spirit at this time, or just ourselves. So I don't want you to think that, in other words, I could say things that could be very triggering to you. Because, or you may feel, no, that's not me. It's in our nature to want to divert energy that we don't like, that we sit in, or that we are uncomfortable with, onto someone else. No, it's them. No, it's them. We all do it. Because it's hard for us to show accountability. And also, some of us don't even know. It's like, well, is it me? Or is it them? Like, I'm willing to accept what's mine, but I want to make sure it's mine. You know what I mean? If you identify with it, if it triggers you in any way, if it makes you uncomfortable, then it is probably for you. And that's the truth. I am using today the Kali Oracle. And as you know, the goddess Kali, right? People have her misconstrued as a man-eating evil goddess, similar to Lilith and similar to Morgan Le Fay. Kali is a ferocious goddess, but she's also a very loving goddess. What people don't know about Kali is that okay, how do I describe this? It's about the divine feminine, man or woman, irrelevant. When Lilith, for example, split from Adam's first wife, they did so because she was told to be subservient. Here she was, created in God's image the same way that Adam was, but told to be less than, told that she had to lie beneath Adam. And when she rebelled, she got called the scorned woman. Yes, she became that brutal queen of swords. Yes. Kali is different. She's the same, but a little different, because Kali, gets you to identify the shadow that lives within you, and she asks you to give it to her, to give your fear to her. She is also here to give you that kind of pep in your step, that fuck you mentality, pardon my French, whatever, that says, I'm here to stand in my love and light, but I am willing to be that badass, ferocious when I have to. When I have to. Okay? She gets us to know how to lovingly nurture ourselves and our souls. Okay? Now, you don't have to believe or worship in Kali to accept the message that is in here for you today. Just so you know. I'm working with the energy for you specifically with this reading because you asked for a shadow work reading. And I can't think of anyone better to do your shadow work or to help you identify it than Kali. So, this is what we're getting into today. I hope you're okay with it. You asked, and if not, then feel free to check out the other messages on this channel at this time. Some of the images in this oracle deck are very graphic, or they can be disturbing, or move you in a certain way, okay? The one, I actually did look at this one before, because I kind of wanted to make sure I don't want to scare my audience to death, you know? This one's actually pretty decent. I have not read this card, but I just wanted to look at the imagery to make sure it wasn't going to scare many of you. I think we're okay. Trust me, I would let you know. And because I can say this personally about myself in dealing with some of these cards and learning to use my intuition. I have a very graphic mind, and it's not so much that the cards are scary, it's the image and the imagery that they evoke. It's the feelings in you that they evoke, okay? For whatever reason. And if you work with the Kali Oracle, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Or if you work with any oracle deck, or you do, you know, you're a light worker, starseed, you understand. Energy is very sensitive, and depending on where you are in your ascension journey, I don't want to say I triggered the wrong thing in you, but then again, that is what you're here for. So, I don't know. Alright, let's look at them first. We're going to look at Kali. Your Kali Oracle is Curricula. Number 34 breaks down to 7, which is also about change. I'm getting very Sagittarian energy off of this card. Heavy Sagittarian energy. But also the green light around her is heavy, is the heart chakra. This is love. Love. Some of you really identify with this. You were these warriors, some of you Hindu or Buddhist. You, even now, some of you, of course, are from India or the Middle East or Lemuria, or you identify heavily with this time, maybe even in a past life, or you're there now. This energy is, let it just speak to you, okay? I'm going to read it for you, and then we're going to break it down. Very healing. Very healing. Alright. Curricula. She is vibrant. She is vibrant red, pulsating with feminine power of enlightened activity, infusing our hearts with her capacity for sacred sorcery to conjure and create. According to love's guiding wisdom. To receive the divine inheritance of blessings and support for sacred fulfillment, certain karmic conditions that resonate at a lower frequency need to be cleared away. The lesson is to release to receive. Curricula symbolizes the time of rapid movement on your life path and freedom to attract what you need and want. However, you must be willing to let go of negativity and that which does not belong in your world. Curricula is a shamanic folk goddess who was adopted into the spiritual traditions of Hinduism and Buddhism. Curricula is one of the Kali Nityas, the medicine goddesses of the waning moon cycle, a wonderful sorceress, enchantress, and conqueror of enemies. Hers is the realm of magnetism and charisma, spellcrafting, and the power of attraction. She has one face, 3 eyes, and 4 arms, with skin that is deep red. In Tibetan Buddhist medicine, red is associated with the power to attract and the power to subjugate, the power to subjugate negative energies. Her hooked sword represents her semi-wrathful nature, She can magnetize or repel as needs be, overcoming negativity in all dimensions and from every direction. This chick's badass, let me tell you what. Carúcula is revered as a beguiling yet potentially ferocious emanation of the otherwise serene goddess Red Tara. With her short fangs exposed and an expression somewhere between friendly and fierce, and her 3 eyes, she sees all and frightens away that which causes trouble, while attracting that which enhances joy, bliss, and sacred passion. One of the powers that Carúcula bestows is the ability to remain open to life without fear. Sometimes, due to past experiences of pain, we close ourselves off from life in an effort to avoid further harm. In doing so, we may unwittingly close ourselves off from the gifts meant for us, while seeking solitude and sanctuary as a time to heal, and as a time to heal is a wise practice. We need to take care that we remain open to life. We need to balance a heightened need for personal space, essential for particularly sensitive souls, with healthy and nourishing connections. Otherwise, we could experience depression and profound fatigue through essentially cutting ourselves off from the revitalization or from revitalizing nature of life itself. And I felt that for the collective. Many of you have become very reclusive, not just due to the pandemic, but because of these shifts, these radical shifts that are going on right now. You don't want to be around people, and you have cut yourselves off to go within. And some of you, though, some of you that you are new to this journey, new to looking at what really truly serves you, others of you have been in it for a while. You've been cut off for a while. You know who you are. Right there with you, by the way. And you're coming into a time and place now, though, where you're getting ready to be not so much thrust back into the world. No, it's not that. It's like gently opening back up, though, I feel the need to say, should you want to. Carúcula's ability to simultaneously attract the beneficial and repel the negative is an extraordinary blessing. Her spiritual talents allow us to pursue our paths and eagerness, openness, and enthusiasm, whilst trusting that any exploitative, sabotaging, or otherwise unworthy energies will not be able to cause harm. You're cutting people off. Anyone you suspect or even have a single tingle in your third eye that means you no good, you can spot them a mile away. And those of you who are really sensitive right now, oh yeah, you're feeling it. You're feeling them. You can feel people's intention the moment they message you, or the moment they approach you. You can feel what people's intention is. And what's wonderful about this, though, is many of you are choosing to counteract it with grace, or you just ignore it, right? Not ignoring you, but you ignore giving your focus to that energy because you know it no longer serves you. If you have felt an inner conflict around being open, but have also felt the need to self-protect, perhaps due to your sensitivity to psychic energies, the oracle brings peace. In connection to Carúcula, we can be powerfully defended without being defensive, and incredibly open without being vulnerable to negative influences. For the sensitives and empaths among us who struggle with picking up unwanted energies from others, she is a glorious, savorous. She empowers openness, combined with effective boundaries. She brings more peace and relaxation to the heart, which in turn enhances our capacity to attract that which we wish into our lives. Despite her status as a goddess of magnetic attraction, Carúcula doesn't resonate with clutter. Her fierce side repels it, This allows us to align our energies with what is truly serving the soul and to have the courage to release everything else if it hasn't already been cleared through circumstances beyond our control, which tends to be evidence of her protective divine handiwork. Release, and you shall receive. And for that, one also say release, clear your space. If it's not serving you, get rid of it. If you haven't used it in months or years, get rid of it. Because what you're doing in the act of doing that is calling in the future abundance that you want. And many of you are coming into abundance, and I think you actually need to hear that, and you need to know that. This year is going to be a powerful year for you, for the collective, in so many ways. Okay? But to call in the new, you have to clear the old. So, clear your space of any energies that are no longer serving you. Alright? She's here to help you put on that face when necessary. Okay? Not because you're a bad person, or an evil person, but because sometimes we don't know how to defend ourselves. And that's especially for my empaths out there who get overwhelmed and overtaken by energies because you're so sensitive. Because you have to protect yourselves, and you need to be taking your salt baths and cleansing your auras and cleansing your energy because you are so sensitive. Okay? Yeah. And if you watched part 1 of this reading, you'll understand about why that is so important at this time. Especially with some of the energies that I feel like are around you guys at this time. Okay? You guys are, some of you are really in the thick of it. I don't want to go there. Okay. Well, we're going to go there, but... Alright, your dream cards. We have falling. Drop into the deep end of your soul. Falling. And you also have money. Discover the source of your true power. You could be dreaming about these things. Money here, though, is like wind. Some of you, I'm getting heavy air energy off of this card. But also wind is like a spiral in the shape of an ammonite. This money is infinite. This abundance is infinite. And it's like, it's come in at different stages in your life. And I feel like you're finally aligning with the abundance that is you. And with that abundance, you think any person who actually acquires wealth does so by not knowing how to protect themselves. The richest people in the world know how to protect their money. They know how to because they've got everyone else trying to take it from them, right? Let's be real. I can't be mad at the Jeff Bezoses and the Elon Musks and the Mark Zuckerbergs and Bill Gateses of all the world. Why? Because, or even the Donald Trumps. I feel the need to say that because while everyone would like to tell them what to do with their money, they know how they acquired their money. And I'd be damned if I acquire that much money or that kind of status without knowing how to protect it or knowing what to do with it. Because if I'm allowing outside energies to impregnate my bubble, my personal boundaries and my space, if I let that happen, if I'm triggered by the drop of a hat or by someone, some people unknowingly project onto you, collective. It's like they think that by talking about their problems or their issues with you, they don't see that as projecting. They think that's what you're supposed to do, of course. But you sitting there being a sponge, soaking up their outpour. The reason you're sitting here being called to stop, to have healthy boundaries with people, is because many of you have been like energetic sponges, or you have been those people who have dumped your energy onto others, and you're being called to take accountability for your own energy. You have to, because you can't just be there to be that crying shoulder to listen upon or to hear anymore. You can't. And this is the triggering part that I'm talking to, because people are going to be like, whoa, that's not nice. That's not nice. No, you're right. It's called I'm protecting myself. It's called I'm not here to be an emotional sponge for you anymore, to dump all your problems on. And for many of you, that's triggering you, because you're like, well, dang. Because for you, you want to project, the entire problem here is I must have the problem, right? Or you must have the problem, collective, for not wanting to take on the energies of the problems of other people who don't. The only reason they're dumping on you to begin with is because they're being forced to transmute their own energy, their own negativity, or their own sadness. They have to deal with it. They have to sit in it. They have to learn how to handle it or transmute the energy somehow, some way. And it's not uncomfortable. It's not supposed to be uncomfortable. It's not supposed to be comfortable. You're supposed to learn how to deal with it. And I don't mean stuff it under a rug or be a verbal chatterbox. You know what I like to do, honestly? Speaking of curricula, this is a perfect example. And I've also been learning this too from Sekhmet, the lion goddess of Egypt, dealing with the lion energy. It's about having a healthy outlet in which to channel your anger. A healthy outlet to channel your anger. Not on someone else, but on someone who can heal it, someone who can handle it, or something, right? A source in your mind. So in meditation or in your energy, I don't care if you have to play angry music in your house and just dance it out, whatever you got to do. Pick a safe space in your life, in your home, somewhere where you can give that energy, give it an outlet, not onto another person, but in a quiet, sacred space of your own. Give your problems, give your grief, give those things to the energies that want to help you transmute it, right? Even your archangels who are there to help you, okay? All you have to do is ask. That's what I wanted to tell you. Let's see. Yeah, healing, temperance, on the bottom of the Druid deck here. Temperance, the runic deck, was in reverse. Sagittarius. Heavy Sagittarius energy. Hello. 6 of Cups. Healing relationships. Healing the past. The past. Some of you are also doing a lot of past life regression here, right? For a Sagittarius, or wherever Sagittarius falls in your chart, doesn't have to. It's just the energy. Also in reverse, because for many of you, this is that triggering energy that I'm talking about, because many of you don't want to do this healing. Many of you don't know how yet to do this healing, so you're working through it. It's okay. You're falling. You're letting go. You saying no, you establishing boundaries is healthy. Not bad. I have an image of Many of you straight up just ignoring people. Like, yeah. Where should the collective focus, or what is the current situation? What is the theme of the situation? Thank you. Now you know what that is. You know what that is without even having to look at that card. Without even me naming it, everyone knows what this card is. You know. So the theme is we are trapped, right? Trapped. Feeling trapped in our own mind about something. But we know it's also an 8 energy, which means we're going to overcome it. We have to. It's been dark, it's been cloudy, it's been a mountain that you've had to climb. But also we're healing our minds. We're healing our minds. And see, the 8 of Swords here looks like he's being attacked by others. And he's got his sword. He holds the sword of truth. This is a beautiful card. Because this is the one time I've actually seen it depicted this way. Where there's 7 swords attacking him, right? He's holding the sword of truth. He's holding the Ace of Swords. So this is you, standing in your truth, even kneeling in your truth, collective, despite the attacks that are coming at you right now, because of the stance that you are taking, because of the position that you are taking. He's not bothered. His eyes are wide open, by the way. They're dark and you can't see them, but they're wide open. So, for some of you, again, something about someone not being able to see your eyes or see you. Clearly, the 8 of Swords is about what you can't see, but also what you choose not to see, because this is self-imposed imprisonment, right? He's not imprisoned here. He's holding the Ace of Swords. He's already freed himself, which tells me yeah, okay. 10 of Wands, yeah. That burden that we carry. But the Magician holds the staff. Some of you need to go walking, by the way. Or find a staff. Or you found a staff, or you will find a staff. You're working with the birds. The birds talk to you. You could be doing ornithomancy or augury. You're watching for the signs. You're seeing the signs. But also the 10 of Wands here. The burdens you carry, it's because of your magic. For some of you, it's because of your light, the light that you shine. For some of you, Merlin is also talking to you at this time, or working with you. That's interesting. Where should the collective focus at this time, please? I saw this right before your reading, so this is true. The future. 3 of Wands. Focus on the future. Because you're going there. And I feel the need to say that you will be finding a new soul tribe. It's you're willing to put the past behind you, or you're needing to. You're needing to. Some of you fear that this boat has already left. This Viking ship is sailing into the sun. They're leaving already. And I know that because these 3 wands here are in front of these 2 people. These 3 people, actually. Which tells me they got left behind. Or they're family members who are waiting, right? Will these soldiers, will these navigators, will they return? And if they do, what tales will they tell? Where are they going? And what source of enlightenment awaits them in the new world, right? What will they conquer? What will they defeat? What's next? What's next? You're asking that question now. What's next for you? Well, you don't know till you get on that ship, honey. Gotta be willing to be creative, think outside the box, do something you've never done. Where should the collective not focus, please? Think. Wait, it tried to flip in reverse. The sun. That's funny, Spirit. That's real funny. Okay. Page of Swords. It's funny. Don't focus on the naysayers, those people who are watching you that don't understand your light, right? Don't understand how you're so illuminated and you're taken off in this chariot, all right? That's Apollo. That's the sun god coming. Okay? Yeah. Full enlightenment. People are watching you. Don't focus on these people who are watching you have this new beginning. That's not where you need to be giving your focus. Yeah. Those same people who betrayed you. 10 of Swords. They're watching as you ride off into your sunset. They're watching. And for some of you, that's you. Watching. Trying to understand the shift that's going on here. Some of you didn't get on that boat and you wish you had. Some of you didn't get on that boat and you're okay with it. It's like, I know where these guys are going and I ain't going there. And some of you know that your enlightenment is something you haven't embraced yet. Healing. Some of you also really very much need to go outside. Yeah, they're watching. Or you're watching. You're also learning something. You're learning something you didn't know before. Wow. Taking action, Knight of Swords. That is so funny. You know, I actually shuffled this. Tower. The change. Enlightenment. You're going fast, and it's going to go fast. Also, something crumbled recently. You've been going through tower moments, but again, those are those relationships that no longer work for you. They don't serve you anymore, and you're being called to cut them out now and to know what they are, because what you feel like is you falling into your demise is what's going to ultimately bring you happiness and success. And speaking of Sekhmet, the other day, a lot of people don't know how to explain the Strength card very well. It's Sekhmet, guys. Sekhmet is the lion goddess of Egypt. Sekhmet, responsible for our anger and our rage, but also where we express control. She was the daughter of Ra, the sun god. The sun god, right? Ra. So, Ra gave birth to Sekhmet, who had the head of a lion. Body, feminine, glorious goddess with the head of a lion. But Sekhmet, in times of war or battle, could get bloodthirsty. And she didn't always know how, when that feline lioness bloodlust kicked in, she didn't always know how to turn it off. So Ra made her fake blood, basically, to drink. Wine of pomegranate, right? Water and pomegranate. The mind of the mind, yes. And it satiated her thirst and got her to calm down, basically. So here we see the angel, or this woman, taming the lion, tempering the lion. Tempering that rage, that fight that we have. Some of you are mad and you're angry, right? You're angry that you didn't know how to defend yourselves. You're angry that you didn't take action when you should have. You're angry that you stayed in something longer than you should have. A relationship, a job, whatever. You're angry and you need a safe place to channel that anger. Give it to her. She will take it from you. Gladly. Or go out in the woods and just let loose, you know? Let loose. Explode. Whatever you gotta do. Channel that energy. Channel that energy. Show me the 8 of Swords, please. Hello. Three of Cups. These are those friendship circles, right? These are the people in your community. Some of you are being physically attacked by people in your community. There's a lot of gossip around you, collective. Granted, of course, this could be you as well. But here you are, coming into your abundance with the Queen of Pentacles, yes? Coming into this beautiful abundance, right? And people want to know, standing in your truth, kneeling in your truth. You took a knee for something. You took a knee for yourself, right? You're standing in your truth. And it's going to bring you money. It's going to bring you success. But with this, you also have to know how to defend yourself. Yes? Okay. Three of Cups. How do I defend myself from people from my haters, right? People who are always going to attack me. You defend yourself in love and light. It's not having to be aggressive and strike out in anger at someone. It's about you being strong and standing in your truth to say, this is what I will accept. This is what I will not accept. And you do that with love. You don't have to be mad. You don't have to cause a hissy fit or a screaming match between people. You just state what the terms are for you. And people will have to respect you for that. Throat chakra, yeah. People will respect you for that. Because when you know what you want, then you accept nothing less. And the world, the universe, has to comply. Everyone has to treat you with the respect that you're demanding of yourself. Okay? Real world representation of that for many of you has to do with jobs and career. Now, we'll discuss that in the next reading for career and finance. But, yeah. Okay? It's real out here. So, that's the community. Looking at you as you come into abundance. 3 and 3 here. You're looking off to the future. You got on that boat. Where did you go? Show me the 3 of Wands, please. Yep. You had a love offer come in. A new offer. You took Knight of Cups. You took that opportunity. You sure did. Sure did, collective. Took that opportunity. Walking towards it. Another 3 here. Walking away from this heartbreak, for sure. For that pain in the heart space. You could also, this could be your lover, right? Maybe one that, interesting. Judgment call. Yeah, some of you have exes coming back. These are these toxic relationships that you're trying to break. These habits, right? That we're so accustomed to keeping. These toxic relationships that come back again and again and again, that promise the world that, yes, I've changed, yet nothing's changed. They come back faking with you, basically. Wearing a mask, right? Nothing's changed. Judgment call. You're being asked to re-examine your close relationships and your friendships. And you'll know these relationships have really changed because the next time these people really talk to you or really want to it won't be because they want something from you or need something from you or trying to get what they can get from you. They won't come at you with any sort of ego attached in the conversation. And they've got good at faking it, by the way. Some of them will pretend like they're contacting you out of love, when really what they're saying is, why aren't you paying me attention anymore? Why aren't you noticing me? Why aren't you? Why? Because you, collective, have disengaged your energy. Some of you are healing right now. You are healing from these third-party situations, these heartbreak situations. Some of you have also gone through physical loss. And it's not your responsibility to take care of anyone else's emotions but your own. And that's the part that people will say, gosh, you're such a bad person because you won't take my bullshit. Right, I won't. Type it in the comments if you agree. Leave a like on the video. Stop taking other people's bullshit. Right? Stop dimming your light to satisfy the insecurity of someone else. Because they don't know how to project the way that you do. Or they don't know how to transform the way that you do. Okay? You lead by your example. You are actually giving them the blueprint on how to do it, if they would pay attention. You establishing how you want to be treated teaches those how to treat you. It also teaches those how to deal with others if they would but do it. But it's on them. You can't force them. You can lead a horse to water. You can't make him drink. I can explain this to you all day. I cannot understand it for you. That's the difference here. And also between you, me, and my intuition. And your intuition. Why is the sun here, please? Where you should not focus. The sun in reverse, I should say. Down right. Don't focus on negativity. Clear jumper, please. Yeah, on its side. 10 of Wands. Let it go. But it's a choice. On its side here is telling me you have that option. For many of you, it involves your workplace. It involves your home. It involves where you rest your head at night. It involves you're doing so much work that you're carrying more than your weight, more than your fair share. You have to stop giving to these situations. Also, 10 plus 4 is 14 is temperance. A lot of fire in this reading. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles after that. Waiting for that investment to pay off. But also, you've planted a seed. That is time to ripen, right? Yeah. An equal give and take. Equal give and take. Okay. You went out and got the experience you needed. You learned from these experiences. You got out and you worked. You worked your butt off. I know you did. Some of you could be seeing 6, 7, 8, by the way. Or angel numbers. A lot of angel numbers for you. Some of you are getting new homes. You're moving. You're buying, or you will be. Some of you are about to come into a lot of abundance. And getting married. Or new relationships, too, coming in for you. After you release what's no longer serving you. That's for someone. Any final messages, please? 1313, 11313. For the collective. We have opportunity to forgive. Some of you are saving the animals, working with the animals, the koala bear. Koala bear. You're from down under. G'day. This situation brings you the opportunity to heal, grow, and release negative patterns. Hold the intention of seeing the other person's inner divine light and goodness. We will help you release unforgiving thoughts, feelings, and energies, and lift you to a higher place of peace and compassion. Wonderful. You can do this, by the way, you know. You didn't need me to tell you that, but clear this energy one more time. For those of you who didn't, I want to invite you to take 3 deep breaths as we chime the bells. Okay? In through your nose and out through your mouth. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and hold for as long as you can. Breathe in. Breathe out. This was your reading. I hope something in this reading did serve you. If you're sticking through and watching the remaining sections, thank you. If not, I will see you in the next reading. Take care. Hello, Collective. Welcome to your career and finance portion of the reading. If this is where I'm meeting you for the first time, welcome. I hope this is a good story for you. Something good. If you have stuck through and watched all the rest of the segments, which I highly recommend, by the way, then you'll know how everything ties together. The energy, a lot of the times, can only go but so far, and you'll find that, especially with a collective reading, the energy itself can be very... There's a theme. There's a theme, really, to every moment in time. So whatever the energy is for that day, or that week, or that month, I'm picking up on it, and it's going to kind of say the same thing, believe it or not, in all the readings. What I can tell you ahead of time, Collective, is that if you have recently come into some form of abundance, or if you know for a fact that you are coming into abundance, and many of you are, your haters are about to be really big mad, okay? Just gonna throw it out there. Yeah. And there's also gonna be a call for you to show strength and courage on how you deal with people moving forward. You're coming into mastery of yourself. Oh yeah. And watch out, I feel the need to save for romantic partners who are just using you financially. I also feel that. Underlying the reading, we have strength and the Empress in reverse. Watch out for people who are draining you of your creativity. Or some of you are angry that you aren't seeing the results yet that you want to see. You feel like, when's it my turn? When am I going to have that growth and expansion? The moment you take action on those creative ideas, honey. With the Page of Cups here, and that's the truth. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords, to that point, that new beginning you want is also going to inspire you to take action. To come in with an offer. There's an offer coming towards you. I feel many of you are also in the entertainment field, the entertainment industry. Actors, musicians, writers, filmmakers, costume designers. Some of you run a magazine, or you have a magazine, or you were on a magazine. Also, some of you could be dancers. Some of you are performing soon. Swan Lake. That's for someone. You're needing to cut out, don't drink as much right now, cutting out your alcohol. Some of you, I know a lot of dancers in the past. Maybe I've just seen too many movies. I'm thinking of that movie like Center Stage, you know, drink a beer or 2 or 3 to kind of help you lose that water weight before a dance. Oh my god. Okay, well, weight could be significantly on your mind right now. She is measuring a dress. Anyway, that's for someone. Okay. The Empress in reverse. Taurus, Libra energy here. Why are we in reverse, Empress? We're feeling stifled. We're feeling, man or woman, we are feeling like we don't have the room to be creative. We're angry about that. We're actually angry about that. Let me know if you're dealing with a Leo, or you are a Leo. Hello, Leo. Leo the Lion. Heavily. A lot of fire underlying this reading. You need a safe outlet in which to channel your anger. It will lead to your success and abundance. It leads you to not sabotage yourself and your emotions. Because many of you don't have safe, healthy outlets for you to channel. So you take it out on others. If you're worried about that, or if that triggers you in any way, you need to go revisit the past section for the shadow work energy. Oh yeah, we get real around here, guys. In the current energy, we have the 4 of Swords. So we are resting. Or we're sleeping on something. 4 of Swords. Something official, I feel like needs to... There's like adjudication, I feel I need to say. Like, it's about our success. Our strategy. Like, stuff hasn't been moving, right? Some of you are literally just too tired to make it happen. Physical stamina and exercise are also required to make this happen, right? There's some form of exertion that, or maybe a lot of you are just working overtime right now, or you're not working enough. Some of your jobs are being taken away, or you're quitting. And you're having to stand up and fight for what it is that you believe. Yeah. Throat chakra. You're having to voice your opinion at this time. And you're not, many of you, you're not trying to force yourself or your situation or your stance on anyone else. You're just demanding that your rights be upheld. I understand. I hear you. So you're fighting for those. And it's making you angry. Very angry. Like you just want to rip something's head off. Here. It's angry. You want your rights. I hear you. Strength. Ace of Cups. You will have a new beginning, a new offer coming in very soon. For that after a period of stagnation that you have felt hasn't been moving. Some of you have been healing too, mentally, emotionally, showing your self-love. Showing your self-love here. This is about self-love, and you have a lot of love to give, and I have no doubt. Okay. Ace of Cups in your strength. Beautiful. Weakness. 5 of Swords in reverse. So technically it is the 5 of Swords. I feel like this is around you, collective, for the most of you. Now you know where you are in this situation. The 5 of Swords is personal self-doubt, but also there's a little bit of devil energy going on here, right? Because I've actually never seen that before in this particular deck. Someone has a gambling issue or a gambling addiction. You're working on it. You have a lot of people around you though that they stress. It's like, yes, you have conflict with these people because they're always trying to strategize how to beat you, or you feel that like you're constantly in competition with people who, for no reason, I also feel, for many of you. There's a little bit of devil energy. Let me know if you're done with a Capricorn or you have Capricorn placement. Or it doesn't have to be Capricorn. Of course, many of you are Capricorn, so that's not it at all. What I'm feeling, though, is there's self-doubt around love. We shall clarify. It's in the weakness here as well. So I know it's the challenge that you have to overcome. Fights. Fights, 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 fights. Challenge here is the star in reverse. How do we obtain that hope, that wish, that dream, that wish fulfillment that we want so badly? How do we get there? Are we reaching too high? Are we not reaching high enough? How do we get there? How do we touch those waters? Do we feel safe enough to touch those waters? Do we always feel like every time we expose a little bit of who we are, we're being ridiculed for that? Do you care anymore? Or are you willing to be seen for who you truly are? Are you willing to see the long-term vision? Go after the long-term vision. That is your challenge. You will be called to have to see the long-term vision, even if you don't see it right now. Potential outcome? Well, good. Like to see that. 8 of Swords in reverse. Beautiful. Freedom. No more static in our television. Freedom. That obstacle you are going to defeat. Interference. You have felt interfered with. People also interfering with your energy. Some of you flat out know you're worth more. You should be paid more. And you need to demand your price. Some of you that needed to hear that. You need to demand what you're worth. Some of you know, not in a mean way, not in a harsh way, just in a matter-of-fact kind of way. I deserve to be paid this. This is what I'm willing to work for. These are my negotiations. This is my rate. This is my price. Many of you have not done that because you're afraid of losing the money. You're afraid of losing the job to begin with. Well, what if they say no altogether and hire someone else? Maybe they will. But guess what? If your work's as good as we both know it is, then they're going to work with you. They're going to find a way. Okay. It's also about your outlook on the situation. Because it's about how you go about it. Especially if you have like a rapport, I feel like you do with certain people, they respect you. And they respect your work. They love your work. Or what you do. I don't know what you do, but you know what you do. Anyway, you have a relationship that you have nurtured over time with certain people. And they know that. So when you start demanding what you're worth, people will pay. If you always demand what lower than what you're worth, people will always pay you exactly what you say. Okay? So if you don't know what you're worth, then how is anyone else going to know either? Okay? How is anyone else going to know what you're worth if you don't demand what you're worth? How are they going to know? How are they going to see or offer you what you're worth with the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck? That new beginning that you want. Page of Pentacles. Oh yeah, that offer coming in for you, collective. Beautiful. Coming in. February is going to be a really beautiful month for so many people as far as new relationships coming in. Judgment call for some of you. But it's about how you co-create with Spirit to pull in the manifestations that you want at this time. Letting go of the burdens, the 10 of Wands that no longer serve you. Those relationships, those attitudes, those people. Many people don't know that a lot of this is our own personal. It's not about anyone else. It's about you. And if you're not here at my channel anyway, and my subscribers know this, I assume that's why you guys keep coming back. Because I don't know what you're doing here. If you don't get this by now. Like, if you don't know this by now, I hold you accountable for your own shit. Why? Because I hold myself accountable. I don't ask anyone to do what I'm not willing to do. Sometimes that's the harsh truth. Sometimes that's also recognizing when I live in ego. Right? Yeah. Sure. But for many of you, you've also been hurt. Myself included. I'm just a tarot reader, okay? I don't know who this is for. I don't know what is going to be said. I just read. I read energy. I paint energy. That's me. Okay? But whoever resonates, you know that I personally hold you accountable for your own energy. So that you can ascend. Because when you are the master of yourself, you're the master of everything. Other people do not affect you when you are in control of your emotions, when you are in control of how you feel and what you project. And just because someone is projecting negativity onto you does not mean that you have to accept it. Right? Especially not with that beautiful Ace of Pentacles coming in. I think not. It's on the way. Knight of Pentacles, Earth. Earth. Coming in for you. Oh, God. Collective's like, no! Wait! Slow down. Truce. Let's have a truce. A truce? Six of Cups with the past. That dream that you wish. Right? Six of Cups. 6 plus 4 is 10, so you've completed a cycle here. I see. Queen of Swords, you cut out all that bullshit that don't serve you. Collective, good on you. Can we all just clap for the collective for a minute? I'm very serious. Can we all just give ourselves a round of applause, please? Clap! Clear that energy. Clear that negative energy. Right? That's what clapping's good for. Clearing that energy. Sorry, for those of you who have headphones on. So sorry. Anyway, clear it. Get it out of here. Queen of Swords. Cut this shit out. You should be the air sign. Welcome, air signs, to your reading. Kidding. Or, not. You guys are all here. This is all for you, collective. So wherever you have air in your chart, or Leo in your chart, or Aquarius. Anyway. Why is that Ace of Cups here? This new love. Oh, hello. Because you called it in. Magician. Ooh, of the water element. Scorpio. Interesting. Of course, Gemini, Virgo also. But this magician takes on... There's water. Water here. Someone is in love with you. I said it, yeah. Or you're going to love this because you created it, and it's something you created. So many of you are working on personal projects at this time. I know. You know how I know? Because there you are, Empress. With that Page of Cups behind that Empress, Taurus, Libra. Interesting. Leo. Y'all are creating something. You got decisions to make about it, too. Many directions you could go in. A lot of Libra in this particular spread. Anyway, Two of Swords with the first Deacon here. You're creating something. It's growing. It's growing. Step by step by step. One in front of the other. One foot in front of the other. You were blocked for a while. But now you're growing. I love it. You called it in. You're working, co-creating with Spirit to call it in, this love, this new beginning. After we address whatever that is. What is that? What's that self-defeating? It's your personal thought. That personal thought where you think for a second, I don't know. I don't really know if this is working for me. I don't really know if this is for me. But those swords are kind of aimed at somebody. But it's self-defeating. And many of you are so used to thinking this way and putting yourselves down that you don't realize you're thinking this way. You're addicted to your own negativity and you don't know it. Oh, I could never say that. I could never do that. I could never think that way. Bullshit. Yes, you can. And yes, you should. Show yourself love. Excuse me. That's the truth. Show yourself love. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. Oh dear. Who is that? That reminds me of Persephone. Knight of Cups. Now, this could be a past lover or a past job situation coming in. You don't know if you want to go back to that. Why? Because maybe you have differences of opinion here with these people. Maybe, with everything going on right now, they want you to take the jab and you're not willing to. Yeah. Diablo on the bottom of the deck. Maybe this is that toxic energy that we don't want right now because you can sense that it's not good for you or whatever the case is. I don't need to know your personal business. I'm just saying there's something that you were in disagreement with someone or something or an entity over because we sense the Diablo in our midst, feeding us sweet nothings, whispering sweet nothings in our ear, right? The same lie that we've been told again and again and again and again. Ooh. You got a deceptive person in your midst, collective. Or just a Capricorn who wants to come in and show you love, by the way. Either way. Either way. That star is in reverse. Why? Thank you. Because it's a cycle you put down. It was a false wish. It was a false dream. You put it down. 10 of Wands in reverse. And you completed that chapter. You sure did. So now we have to go to a 1. Yes, we do. We're very close to it. We have to go to 1. Told you. Ace of Swords. Back to 1. The truth will set you free. You know how I knew we had to go back to 1? Because we arrived at the 10. Whenever we arrive at a 10, back to 1. Because whenever you complete something collective, you always go back to the beginning. Now the truth is here. The truth here, 1 plus 8 is 9, right? Now 9 is about forward movement and progression. Things will be moving forward again, despite the angst that was felt here. Oh, it was felt. Trust me, it was felt. Many of you, were either blinding yourselves to moving forward. You did not want to see the truth that was in your midst, right? Or this was happening to you and you flat out couldn't see it for a long time until you embraced the truth. Okay? You embrace those dark clouds and you know what that sword is in her hand or what it represents for you. I feel like someone called bullshit. Someone called bullshit on what was going on here. That was happening in their community. The 3 of Cups. So we got out of that situation? Yeah, we sure did. We went solo. We ghosted that situation. The Hermit on the bottom of the deck. Because we're considering other options. Many of you will be considering other options in career. You're moving. You are changing jobs. You are putting out those resumes, as I see here. You are changing. Many of you will. Many of you are. You're doing it this month. And, or you will be. You're moving into something better. Something better is coming in for you. I know that for a fact. Okay, ace, you got 2 aces here. Of love and of truth. Of the sword. Freedom and wisdom is what you want most right now. Patience, Iago. Patience. Aladdin. Where's Aladdin coming from? Jafar. No. That Diablo. Promising sweet nothings. The promise of sweet nothing. They thought they had you. Some of them paid you. You got conned. You were tricked into doing, not tricked. What I mean is, some of you did. Some of you literally, you took the handouts, and it was all for nothing. I feel like many of you are saying that. And I know that for a fact because underlying the energy oracle, we have the deceit card. Someone was being heavily deceptive here, or deceiving themselves. Maybe you didn't want to see something. Patience! Look at that! In reverse. Oh my god. Oh, someone was deceiving you, or you were deceiving yourself. Yes. We were impatient. 10:10 on the clock. We didn't want to wait for the timing to be right. Or we needed to. Temperance. Who is that deceptive person? Spirit. We have the thinking woman in reverse. Door to romance. And journey in reverse. For many of you, this was a lover. A lover who was strategizing around you. One that you didn't, some of you, one that you had to move away from. And for some of you, I feel the need to say you are actually strategizing how to... Rowan! Sorry, my cat's trying to break away, because even he knows this ain't good. 1 second, guys. We'll let him out. Hang on. Where were we? So, for some of you, you were strategizing how to break away from a connection, door to romance. Some of you don't even see this connection coming in for you, but also it's like this was a drain on you. So it was a drain on you. Number 33, 2, and 47. Let's read the door to romance. And then we shall confer. Underlying this was the deceit card. So you broke away from these toxic patterns, people who were very deceptive in your energy, and took advantage of you, took advantage of your finances. They manipulated you emotionally. They were narcissistic. And, they were. Okay. This is a new beginning in love for you, collective. Whether you're looking for a new relationship or just more love in the relationship you're in. This door with a heart opens onto a new beginning in your experience. A new love may be arriving, and you are being brought together by a strong, resonant connection. This may be a call from a past life, or it may be a new tenderness about to bloom into heartfelt affection. This relationship already exists in the energetic potential, so when this card appears, make sure you are projecting the kind of self-loving energy that you want to receive from others. Be aware that the universe returns your self-caring treatment to you. It's ready to open that door. Are you? Are you collective? Because someone someone's either thinking about how they can move away from this energy because you're not open to love right now at this time, or you don't see this coming. And that's the truth. You don't see it's, and also for many of you, it feels like it's taken so long to get here that you doubted it. Self-doubt. Why? Because people whispered sweet nothings in your ear. There is someone, many of you are dealing with false lovers in your midst at this time. I do feel the need to say that. Or be careful as you come into these new beginnings and these new abundances, money and whatever have you, that people don't try to take advantage of your energy. That's why it's calling for you to be strong right now in the first place. Because you did get taken advantage of in the past. Many of you. I feel like I'm talking to many single parents out here today. Many of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is what I have for you for career and finance. I hope something did serve you in this situation. Let's get an advice card, actually, please, Spirit, for the collective. One advice card. Clear jumper, please. Thank you. Interesting. 7 of Swords. I'm getting, keep what you know to yourself. Be quiet about your moves. This is your experience, and these relationships, these toxic relationships that you've dealt with, have taught you this. They've taught you how to defend yourself. They've taught you how to tell those little white lies that we have to tell in order to defend ourselves, right? In order to get ourselves out of situations. Yeah. And this is also your advice. Because when this abundance comes in, ooh, this hidden abundance that you can't see with the moon behind the Ace of Pentacles here. The moon. Which you don't see. But be quiet. Be very quiet, collective, about this abundance. Because it's coming. It's coming. And that is what I have for you. If you are claiming this, do let me know. Drop a comment below. Leave a like on the video. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel. Subscribe. Let's grow the community. I hope something in here did serve you. And thank you as always for your beautiful support of White Crow Tarot. I'll see you in your next readings. Take care. Hello, collective. Welcome to your love and relationships reading, or the love portion of this reading, I should say. I'm getting ready to clear the energy. If you're wearing headphones, I do advise you to turn down the volume or take them off temporarily, or at the very least turn the volume down. Here we go. Two more. Let it out, guys. I feel you. Let it out. Love and light. Here. Release that. Take a deep breath. Many of you are engaging more in meditation. Good on you. Good on you. Alright, guys. let's go. Let's see what's coming in with love. General messages, of course. Take what resonates with you, leave what doesn't. This is a collective reading, and it's very, 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 very general. Guys, I am so excited. I finally got the Labyrinth Tarot deck. I was looking for it. You know what's beautiful is I was looking for it, and I couldn't find it anywhere, you know? And then I was guided to go into one of my favorite bookstores, and my eyes just immediately went to, I couldn't like make out the title at first. It was just kind of hidden in between a bunch of other tarot decks, and I just kind of saw it. My eyes went right to it, and I pulled it out, and sure enough, there it was. So I'm like, gosh, that was a gift. That was a gift for me, and I was just like, ah. So for many of you, I feel like you're having a lot of beautiful moments like that. I was thankful. I was grateful for that gift in the moment. It was just what I needed. It was just what I was looking for. And I'm being shown so many signs of evidence of, not that I need it so much, but it's just acknowledging my gifts for what they are. And my power of attraction by keeping my energy and my vibration raised, which is what I want to tell many of you now. Whether you subscribe to law of attraction or anything like that, energy is energy. How do you manipulate energy? You raise your vibration. You raise your vibration. You find things around you constantly do you feel appreciative for. You look for the good, right? That doesn't make you blind, and if you've watched the previous sections of this reading, you will know, and I highly recommend that, actually. You will know that with your abundance, with your growing abundance, also comes a level of discernment and having boundaries with your time, your mind, your money, and your love. Because not everyone is worthy of your love. Yeah. Knight of Cups. On the way. The Knight of Pots. Interesting. On the bottom of the deck. But he's dumping some trash in there. He's dumping an old fish into the Knight of Cups. So maybe you've been around the road. Roses with this before. Oh no, I don't know. Six of Feathers. The Six of Swords here. Someone could be traveling towards you, mentally, physically, or otherwise. Traveling. You could also be seeing a lot of feathers at this time. If you are, of course, you know those are messages for you. Pay attention to the signs. Some of you are seeing signs, omens, things of that nature, or it's a repetitive theme that I feel like is the theme of your reading. Who had that? Gemini? Gemini? Interesting. Yeah. But there's passion coming in for you. This is the Ace of Wands. Passion. A new cycle opens. Hello. A new cycle begins in passion and romance. One that we may not even see coming. Two of Feathers. These cards are a little hard to shuffle, as it were. It's a different kind of deck. The texture of the card, I actually really love the texture of these cards, but they're very kind of bulky, so to speak. Seven of Wands, rising or defending, or you're being defensive to a connection. Let's see. It's out with the old, which is really the theme of this reading. For all the signs has been out with the old and with the new. But also many people are being very resistant towards the shadow work that they frankly need to do. And it's about confronting those fears and also having healthy outlets to channel your anger. Sorry, I'm having the image of, like, someone, like, yelling at the other person for even questioning their motives. I don't know, that's for somebody. Or just, many of you could be fighting at this time with your lovers. That's for someone. Okay. Alright. Collective, you're cutting the deck. I'm coming right behind you, though. Alright. Let's see. Let us see. How you're feeling. The Empress, excuse me. The Four of Wands to the Empress to the Hermit. Well, someone is feeling quite expansive and loving and abundant all on their own. I feel you, honey. Like, straight up, someone's like, I'm good. I'm good. Good right here, by myself, in my house, doing my thing. Doing my own thing. Someone is happy and expansive, all on their own. Some of you heavily done your introspection work. You've gone within. You've also possibly gone through those dark nights of the soul for several years. For some of you, I'm hearing. The Empress is beautiful and expansive, but also the Empress didn't get there overnight, is what I'm hearing. The Empress didn't come into her abundance overnight. She had to go through all stages, all four queens, in order to get to where she is, right? So you've done your shadow work. Or you're doing it. Many of you are. How they're feeling. Let's see. How they're feeling. We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Feathers, the Eight of Cups, or the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands. Very interesting how they're feeling. Well, the truth is, they don't see you. They don't know how to get past those defenses. There's a barrier between you and them. Two of you aren't taking action towards each other, or not in a healthy way. Not in any way, frankly. There needs to be some sort of conversation between the two of you. You could also know this person from work, whoever they are, or they work with you, or they will work with you, or want to offer you some sort of opportunity in a work position, this person. You could be this person, wanting to offer this person some sort of opportunity, and things will be moving forward between you and this person, by the way, or at least they hope it will. That's how they're hoping. We'll see. I'll break down their intentions here a little bit more. But that's what they want, at the very least. They want to move forward with you. They don't know how to access you. Collective. How does this culminate for collective and their person? King of Pentacles. No, excuse me. King of Cups. Either way. Nine of Cups. Beautiful. And the Two of Pentacles. Very interesting. Very interesting. Well, I see someone having their wish fulfillment in a situation. Okay, a Knight of Cups. Excuse me, sorry, I can't read. Knight of Cups. Okay. Some of you also have a choice between two, and maybe that's why they're also feeling like they cannot access you. This could also just be you by yourself here. Heavy signs on the deck. We have Taurus, Libra, Virgo, and, well, heavy Pisces with the Knight of Cups, but virtually any water sign. And low-level fire here, and air. Bottom of the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. So we've been waiting. I've been waiting for a girl like you. Hello. Some of you have really been waiting for someone. Just like them. Just like this person. It's going to feel like that. You've been waiting. How long? I don't know. So far, we've got an Empress here, all by her little lonesome. Let's see. Let us see what we got. Bam. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the Rider-Waite. Oh yeah, guys, I have the Rider-Waite. I don't believe I've ever used the Rider-Waite on my channel. Hello! Temperance. Yeah, Temperance has kind of been the theme of this entire reading. 14. Many of you are seeing that number a lot. 14 or any combination of 1 and 4. 414, 144, 144,000. If you know, you know. And oh yeah, it's happening. But 14, Temperance, healing, also alchemy, synthesis. How do you synthesize what you have with everything that you're doing and who you're doing it with? This is calling for a change in how we sympathize. How do you open your cups to receive, collective? Knight of Cups here. How do you open your cup to receive, and also how do you open your cup to give? Synthesis. Okay. Give more than you take. Give equally as much as you take. Give and take. Okay. Let's dive into these deeper feelings here, shall we? How you're feeling. Cooped up and isolated, collective. Expansive. Growing. But alone. So I could heavily be talking to a lot of singles for this reading. As I said, you've been waiting. Waiting. Double clarification here. Waiting. 7 of Pentacles. I get it. I get it. Waiting. Waiting. 7 is also a theme of the reading. What are the bigger aspects of your feelings here? What does the collective want, Spirit? What do they want? Thank you. You want to put down these endings, put down these swords here. Or you've recently ended something very specific here. Okay. There was an ending. What? A new beginning coming in after that, after you closed out a cycle. Absolutely. Many of you did close out these cycles, and now you're embracing a new beginning, and one is coming in, by the way. With the Fool, let me know if you're dealing with an Aquarius or you are that Aquarius. All right. The devil wanted to go in reverse here. In the meantime, we are also bound and chained to our own perceptions, but we're wanting to release those because there's no toxicity in what you're doing here. You could just have Capricorn heavily aspected in your chart somewhere. But also, this is determination with the devil here. There's a little bit of fuck you in here, as far as, well, someone could want to fuck you, by the way, but also, well, duh, you know, but it's also like, I I want this new beginning with you, and I don't want it to come from any sort of hostile or toxic place. I see you, heavy Capricorn here, by the way, I see you as this growth and expansion and abundance, right? I see you as the nurturing, motherly Queen of Pentacles that you are, or that you want. But this is also, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is nurtured and giving so long as she's given too. She's here nurturing her pentacle, as it were. Okay? Nurturing her money. Many of you are focused on your finances, and when you feel like that's right, you'll be more open and loving and giving in your relationships. But don't use that as a crutch, literally a crutch, before being open and loving and giving in your own connections in your relationships. This is also saying give in order to receive. Also, give of yourself, give of your love, give of your appreciation in order to receive. That's it. Alright? Person. Who are you? What do you want? Well, you got passion for the collective, whoever you are. Knight of Wands. Fire energy coming in here with the Knight of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Heavy Sagittarius with the Knight of Wands. They have passion for you. Collective. Yes, they do. They work with you or want to work with you or see you working a lot. A lot. With the Queen of Pentacles to the Empress and the Diablo. Oh, yeah. Oh, you busy over here. Yeah, you busy. Some of you work in the entertainment industry. Many of you do. Okay, theater, getting? Alright. What's this work? What do you do? Besides all this passion and this romance, well, this at least sexual passion, yeah, they want to, you know what? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. How do you know this person? Oh. 6 of Swords in reverse. I wasn't normally going to take, for these decks, I wasn't, oh yeah, okay, you've ended a cycle possibly with this person before. Or you've cut out this kind of energy, or you need to. 6 of Swords in reverse is recommending, you need more, you need to overcome a certain thing here. You're overcoming a 5 energy, right? But also this is kind of a warning to Spirit that they're not guiding you towards these in and out situations. And I think many of you who have done your shadow work are moving away from these flaky connections in your life. Because the Knight of Wands is passionate, but it's not, is it the truth? Do you have honesty with this person? I don't know. They're only showing up as a knight and you're an empress so far. So far. You could also have a choice between 2 lovers here. We end your reading on a 2. Let's see. 2 potentials. One, Spirit is advising you not to go towards you and your child, by the way. And the other, we shall see. What is this? How else do they feel about the collective? They want to be victorious. Yeah, I bet they do. But do they want to stand in your spotlight is what I felt the need to say. They want to upstage you? Interesting. They want to stand in your spotlight. They're faced away. Faced away. How very interesting. 9 of Wands. You're blocked. Blocked to this, or we blocked. There's a divide here between the 2 of you. A divide. Maybe they're not like you. Maybe they're different from you. 6 and 6. Interesting. 6, 6. We do have a Diablo right there. And a 9. Interesting. Knight of Cups. Who are you? How many hearts have you broken? A lot of 9 energy here and 6. If we don't get a 3, I'm going to be disappointed. Anyway. Falls to the floor, comes to the door. But it didn't flip over, and I'm not going down there to get it, so it's meant to stay down there. What else? Thank you. Justice. Libra. New contracts coming in. A new cycle begins. Justice, fairness, equal give and take here. Karmic balance and temperance. Again. Heavy Libra, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Taurus, Aquarius. Heavy. Virgo. Heavy. So we're healing. But also we need more information. You're not going to rush into this situation. Not with justice here, especially if it is a new contract with a person, a lover. They may try to rush you, but I don't feel... I think Spirit's also telling you, like, to slow down here. If you know this person from work, they're coming out of a situation. This person could also be relocating or needing to. Yeah, there's a divide between the two of you. Could be of distance also with the Two of Pentacles. This person definitely could live at a distance from you. They want to ride in like a glorious rider and sweep you off your feet, I feel like, with the Knight of Cups. And maybe things started out or will start out kind of hot and heavy between the two of you, but I don't see that, honestly. I think the truth is they desire you passionately. But they're going to have to slow it down, okay? They don't know who you are yet. They got to elevate because they're only a knight here, honey. Got 2 knights pointed back at you, the Empress. Whoever you are, man or woman, I don't care. 2 knights pointed back at the Empress. Justice is going to come in to say this situation has to be fair, equal, and balanced, right? Between you and said person. In order to have this wish fulfillment. But it's somebody's wish fulfillment because someone has been calling this in. I feel the need to say that. 9 of Cups. How does this end for the collective? Show me clearly. Thank you. Calling it in as I say it. The Magician. Can't make it up. Told you. You manifested this connection. Both of you did. Gemini energy here now and Virgo. We called this in as above, so below. As above, so below. Look up. Look up. You guys need to look up every once in a while. Also, I feel like you have a past life with this person. You've healed past life regression. Some of you are doing past life regression right now. You are learning about your connections. You're looking to the past in order to understand the future. You're not looking to the past to stay there. You're looking there to understand it in order to move to the future. Because many of you are awakening right now as well. It's not just about love and romance, although this is great energy, let me tell you. It's wonderful. But we still got decisions to make at the end of the day here. Okay? There's a King of Pentacles underlying the spread right now, your wealth and abundance, but the King of Pentacles had to go on a journey in order to sit in his wealth and abundance. Yes, yes, he did. So, many of you did. You've been on these journeys before. King of Pentacles also knows he could lose it all. He could lose it all if he moves too quickly. Hello. He has to move slowly. Yeah. Tower movement. Almost dropped the deck just now. Magician. If you try to manipulate the situation, if you try to manifest from an ill place, or you try to manifest what is being blocked for you. What's backing the Magician, please? I don't feel like that, though. For someone, there's 2 potentials here, and I think you're saying no. In fact, Spirit's advice is bye-bye. But for the other one, oh, that ain't good. Sending you right back into hermit mode. Stressing you out. Or it's stressing this person out, the thought. Really? Spirit? What am I not seeing here? Stresses you out? We go right back into hermit mode? Okay, that's that second person. So that's that first person. They're stressed when they see you move on with someone else. So what's the second person doing, please? What's the second person's reaction to this? One person is really stressed about you moving on, and the other, because they've got their own shadow work to do, frankly, and the other person is looking forward to the future. They're manifesting you too. They're waiting. They're moving on. Or this is you, straight up, collective, moving ahead with your own desires. You're not waiting anymore. You're strategizing. Strategizing. I felt the 7 under the deck for you just now. I felt it. We're strategizing. Or this person's also strategizing how to come towards you. But it's more than that. It's more than just strategy. But, you know, we graduate from the 6 to the 7. But here we have looking back over our shoulder. Some of you are. It's hard for you to release the past because you're moving out of those toxic energies and those toxic cycles. Underlying, you have movement. Oh yeah, someone's strategizing about coming towards you, for sure. Could be a Cancer. You let me know. They want to have an equal give and take with you. The 6 of Pentacles. Yes, they do. They want things to be fair. Or they want money, or they need money, or yeah. They want to reunite with you. 3 of Cups. Yes, they do. Absolutely. And the 10 of Pentacles. Well, this story just keeps getting better and better, don't it? So there's someone at a distance from you, and they're going to communicate with you about this really soon, like really soon. Okay, Valentine's is looking real good, and I think you're going to be very happy about it. Because there you are, Empress. Whoever you are. Very happy. 9 of Cups. Beautiful. Alright, so this does have a good positive outcome. I like to see it, but I also feel like we're not done shifting out of some energy here. We need more information about something. Let's see what the romance angels are saying about this situation, shall we? Okay. How you're feeling, we have forgiving and learning. Collective. How you're feeling, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. In order to heal the past, is not necessarily to get back with somebody. No. Okay? Nope. We know this. Alright? Yeah. How they're feeling, we have passion in reverse. But it's passion. Some of you are dreaming about angels. Interesting. Or there's an angelic okay. If you know how this resonates with you, if it does, alright. There's some sort of angelic presence around you that you have recently received like a healing from, I'm feeling. So for someone I'm sensing like Kundalini activation here. Or they want to have a Kundalini like activation with you. Okay. Alrighty. And we also have past life in reverse. You have known each other before. Past life as in not your ex, but your real past life lover. Like your true past life lover. Something like that, I can't. Past life. You have known each other before. Possibly 2. Someone wants forgiving and learning with you, or you do. Yeah. Alright. Your moon cards, collective. You wanted a lot of cards today, so we're gonna give them to you, okay? Yeah, what'd I tell you? Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. Okay. Now, Taurus season, of course, could be significant to you. We do have a new moon coming up here shortly, don't we? I forget which one it is. Sorry, I think we just had the new moon in Cancer, or full moon in Cancer, new moon in... I have no idea. I'm sorry. Okay. It's time to release negativity in reverse. Full moon in Scorpio. Full moon in Scorpio. And we also, in reverse, so some of you are really working on, you're not holding on to that animosity anymore. You've healed that, frankly. You have. You've been in hermit mode for quite some time. But we also have adjustments are required, third quarter moon. Adjustments are required here in this connection, or in these connections here. Adjustments will be required as you come into this abundance because you have come out of a state of negativity, frankly. You have. And you're strategizing. For some of you just recently got new jobs. New jobs. Could be Scorpio or have heavy Scorpio in your chart, I'm feeling like. Or new money coming in, or Taurus. It's going to do well for you. You're just a little nervous right now because it's a little out of your comfort zone. And there's skills and stuff that you're learning. New skills that you're learning, but it's going to go well for you. I feel the need to say that, whoever you are. Very well, by the way. Okay. Let's read the Dragon Fae. Your Dragon Fae Oracle today. Ooh, hello. Ooh, we have Gwyn and Eloish attunement. Attunement. Oh, yeah. This is your Dragon Fae Oracle. Number 16 is a tower, guys. We know that, right? So, sudden changes. Attunement. Here we go. Gwyn and Eloish speak as one. Dear one, never be surprised at the ways in which your connection to the mother and to the earth are being birthed into the world. If you are experiencing prophetic dreams, sift through the images and messages and know that all insights are worthy of attention. And the most especially your own. The inner world and the earth's magic are both speaking to you and wishing for you to answer. Do this by connecting with your own inner self. We know that you are searching for answers that are indeed within you, and that the path you are walking is not easy under your feet. We all return to her, the great goddess, our mother, the earth, wishes for you to reconnect with her in simple, pleasant, and joyful ways. Friends and food, laughter and love. Do not fear your own true self, your intuitive self. There are so many words your people use for the truth of who you are, which can lead to confusion, and there has been fear and suspicion seated in your minds, which can lead to mistrust. Know from your true magical self that you are a being of magic, with a unique blend of earth, air, fire, and water, magic making up your spirit. You are receiving messages, and yes, you also can hear them, just as we can hear each other's thoughts before they have even developed into words. In time, you will come to understand these silent ways of communicating, and know the truth of your belonging to the old ways. Know that all beings, plants, animals, and etheric, have so much to share with you. You are never alone. And for those of you who sit quiet and meditate and really listen. For some of you, you need to do that more. Just listen. And don't immediately try to block out the world with or turn on your phones in the morning. If you remember your dream, I would keep a dream journal and write down even just fragments of whatever you remember about your dreams, especially if they're poignant. It doesn't have to be a lot, just anything, right? But set aside time, 10, 20 minutes a day to meditate if you can, or just sit still and do nothing, right? Did you hear that? Gotcha. Plant medicine. Shamanic medicine. Let's see. We need plant medicine. Some of you probably need to eat more greens, or you're worried about your diet, working on your diet, things like that. Drinking more teas, herbal, lavender, needing to take your salt baths. Plant medicine, but also the truth, this Ace of Swords. What is that truth? Because I don't feel like we clarified that very well. The truth. Truth? On page 80. Here we go. A controversy means you are not sure what to deem as truth. It's like you have been fed false news. Shamans use plant medicine in journeying work to induce visions and heighten clarity. Plant medicine is a far cry from the synthetic pills and potions abundant today. When plant medicine is passed to you, you have the option to accept or reject its remedy. Do you want your life to remain as it is? Are you ready to see the truth? To distinguish between the dream state and the clear reality, indulge in the awakening that plant medicine can bring. If you are brave, want adventure, and are prepared to lose false comfort, plant medicine can bring you a stark understanding of who you are. Some of you are doing brain don't want to work. It's late for me, guys. Sorry. You know. The veil between worlds is ready to be torn down so that you might discover that which has been deliberately hidden. Choose wisely, for plant medicine will lead you to the path of truth, from which there is no return. Shamans have been using plant medicine for thousands of years. Plants are gifts from the gods, left on earth to teach and heal us. We can work with plant medicine for healing, vision work, and find balance and harmony between ourselves and the planet. The use of plant medicine predates written human history. Archaeological evidence indicates humans were using herbs 60,000 years ago. Other divination meanings could be that you need to fully investigate a matter before making an agreement. It's time to leave an unhealthy situation or connection. Check in with and trust your intuition. Someone is hiding something from you. Admit the truth before someone else reveals it. Live your truth. Live your truth. Plant medicine speaks to you and says, "Awaken, as I take you deep. My truth reveals you've been asleep. You'll see the world with bright new eyes. Assist those who still live the lies." For many of you who are my starseeds and empaths and light workers out here, your work is meant to uplift and awaken the rest. You know that. I don't have to say that, but I want to acknowledge you because I see you and I see the work that you're doing. And I benefit too from your beautiful energy, and I want to thank all of you, my fellow tarot readers out there too, who are putting in so much work on your channels and are doing such beautiful work. I benefit from watching you just as much as I hope you benefit from watching me, and I'm just thankful. I'm thankful. Thank you. I learned so much from you, and I'm just humbled and so grateful. Grateful for all this beautiful energy that's coming our way, but there's work to do. And the more many of you, majority of you, the rest of you, whoever you are waking up and you're seeing. New opportunities coming your way. Page of Cups. And apologies. They will apologize. Not because you need them to, but because they want to. Not because you require an apology from them, but because that's the attunement. It's part of their ascendant. And when you accept an apology from someone, you are helping them to heal. When you're ready, of course. Collective, I am leaving your reading right there. I hope something resonated here with you. And I hope you come back. This was a long one, guys. Oh, wow. 2:31:31 on the clock. I'm going to leave your reading right here. 231. Love it. Guys, sending you so much love and light. Namaste.